So no joke, at the beginning of this video, we're just reviewing a very nice sound card, the ESS Audiodrive 1869. Ever since computers have really been a thing, or any kind of product that costs money, there's usually a budget segment and then there's a more expensive segment. And usually when you pay more, you get more stuff. And that was definitely sort of true with sound cards in the DOS era. We've reviewed quite a few sound cards on this channel in the budget segment, and you get what you pay for a lot of the time. Although there are some times where I think you get more than what you paid for, and the ESS Audiodrive is a good example of this. This card was in the budget segment back then, being much cheaper than a Sound Blaster, and it still exists in the budget segment today. You can find ESS Audiodrive cards all over eBay, likely for under $20. And they even have some features that Sound Blasters don't have. So let's get into the details on how easy these are to set up, and if there's something that you should buy for your retro rig. So, as I alluded to earlier, this is the ESS Audiodrive 1869, and this card came out around 1997. That said, it obviously wasn't a direct competitor for the likes of the Sound Blaster 16 or Pro when it was released, since Creative Labs had moved on to the Sound Blaster Live series of cards in 1998. Now, 1998 was the tail end of the DOS gaming era, which is why cards like the Sound Blaster Live implemented DOS compatibility as an afterthought. For Windows gaming, the Sound Blaster Live was superior in every way, of course, but the ESS 1869 remains one of the better late 90s cards for DOS gaming. Unlike many other clone SB compatible cards that implemented some sort of DSP chip in conjunction with a real Yamaha chip for FM sounds, the ESS cards always took a different approach. Everything that the card can do is embedded into a single chip, which is why you commonly see them integrated into motherboards and laptops. The compact branded model we have here is one of the more Spartan offerings, and it lacks a WaveTable header and a game port, which some variations of this card have. The eagle-eyed among you may also have noticed an extra 3 contacts that extend out from the ISA interface on this thing. I believe that these route audio and PC speaker bleeps to a compatible compact backplane. And I have a compatible system that supports this pinout on my compact Desk Pro 4000. And I was going to use this as my test system, but this PC has way too many issues that I need to fix first. So we're going with the old purple slot 1 Windows 98 rig for today, and no worries about those extra contacts. The card still works and fits fine in a normal ISA slot. While I had this machine apart, I also decided to replace the hard drive with this 16GB SSD, so the machine no longer sounds like a helicopter in here when I'm trying to record. Longtime viewers may also notice that I'm using a new monitor today, which is totally a normal monitor I got for free a while back. It's for PCs, obviously, and there's not like a logo anywhere that tells otherwise. It's definitely for PCs. This is a DOS gaming monitor if I've ever seen one. On to the configuration, and it really doesn't get much easier than this. There are many drivers floating around the web for this card, but in my opinion, the ones you want are the Windows 95 drivers that include the software WaveTable. Some versions of the driver don't include the WaveTable, but I personally think it's something worth enabling. If you're interested in these drivers, I'll link them below. So after applying the drivers, I found that most games just work great out of the box when configured for Sound Blaster Pro or normal SB. And the software WaveTable provides a surprisingly decent option for general MIDI in games. I have to say the only compatibility issues I ran into with this card were with some early Apogee games like Commander Keen 4 and Biomenace. The card is detected by the game, but it didn't provide any sound. However, a clean boot into DOS with the Unisound driver makes the games work, so I consider it a non-issue. It's just kind of strange it doesn't work with the actual driver. Anywho, that's enough gum flapping for me, so let's hear what the FM synthesis and the software WaveTable can do on this card, and by all means give me your opinion of it in the comments below while you listen. So in my opinion, the ESS Audiodrive 1869 is one of the best DAW sound cards you can get. It's notably not a perfect representation of a real OPL 2 or 3, but most people are going to think it sounds great, myself included. It's also cheap and remains plentiful enough to get your hands on, or even find floating around on a shelf. In a world that has gone mad with some old sound cards selling for hundreds of dollars, it's good that the ESS cards still won't break the bank in 2023. Well, we've reached the end of the video, and if you got this far, why not subscribe? I do lots in the realm of retro PC tech you may like, so check out my other videos. I also would like to give a special shout out to my first Sound Blaster Pro member, Oliver McMuffins. What a great name. And if you have a great name and would like to be featured at the end of a random YouTube guy's videos, I have options for membership below that you can check out to support the channel monetarily. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.